Hello and welcome to Terra Noel. My name is Natalie, and today's reading is all about what your spirit guides urgently want to communicate with you. We have 3 piles to choose from, and today we are starting off with some oracle cards for that intuitive choice for you. You can choose one or all of the piles, as many piles as it feels like resonates with you. Our choices today, pile 1, we have Serpentine, pile 2, we have Chaorite, again, pile 3, we have Raindrop Azurite, I'll see you in your piles. Hello, pile 1. If you chose pile 1 or Serpentine, then this is your pile, this is your reading. All about what do your spirit guides urgently want to communicate with you. So first and foremost, pile 1. Serpentine is connected to the energy of rebirth, just like a snake shedding its skin. It's an ancient stone that was used as a protection against dark magic attacks, dark psychic attacks, curses, evil eye, that kind of a thing. Before we go ahead and get any further, I want to set the intention for your reading, lighting a white candle. The color white is associated with protection, the angelic realm, and the highest vibrational good for you and for the intention of this reading. Given that we're starting off already with what feels like potentially pile 1 toxic energies, toxic people, toxic dynamics. This could be karmic relationships. Take whatever resonates. But given that Serpentine is all about a rebirth, all about a shedding of something, and a birth of something new, a new cycle, there's definitely like an emphasis on larger soul cycles, karmic cycles in general. So if that resonated as far as like karmic relationships, or if you don't know what that is, you can look into it. But it really just talks about how sometimes there are people who are in our lives, and that these can be family members, co-workers, neighbors, siblings, friends, etc. You get the point, that maybe it doesn't always make sense. The energy exchange, the types of consequences, the way that you feel, and it also feels like maybe you can't escape this person, this energy within this relationship. But look into karmic relationships if that resonates with you. But there's definitely an ending of a cycle of you being in environments where there is a lot of negative energy directed towards you. That's the energy that we're getting, that I'm getting from your pile, from your gemstone so far. There's a there's a protection around new beginnings as well. This is a blessed, sacred, divine, protected new beginning for you. Pile 1. I'm gonna drink some water. Excuse me for my pause. You guys should stay hydrated as well. Serpentine is very connected to water energy and Scorpio, by the way. Maybe that resonates, but there's also a lot of hidden energy. So a lot of this toxic sort of negative influence on your life in terms of someone around you, maybe many people around you, or just environment's energy alone, that's coming through. And this is all emphasizing a healing taking place, because this stone is being used to heal those things, to repel, to protect, to replace. So there's so many details in this stone alone, showing that there's multiple sides to every story. There's multiple layers of you, Pile 1. You are very complex, and this represents perhaps multiple sort of situations overlapping, which is very common in a giant soul cycle, something that your soul chose to come here to specifically master. So you are now in a mastery state. Your guides want to communicate that you are seeking, aligning yourself to a state of mastery when it comes to recognizing, removing, releasing, cleansing, replacing that negative influence of others in also environments. Like I'm definitely feeling like there are certain environments that are very toxic, that are adding to this energy. So it could be beyond just people, or like a person. Let me see. Yeah, so other things, I'm just looking at my notes here for Serpentine specifically, channeling and also kind of looking at what it traditionally represents. It helps stabilize your metabolism, muscle cramping. It helps you absorb magnesium. At least this is what it's been traditionally associated with or used for, believed to be beneficial for. So that could resonate with you guys. It also, it basically keeps the energies around you accountable, including thoughts. So if you are somebody that struggles with intrusive thoughts or thought OCD, religious OCD is coming through as well, maybe even you obsessively feel like you're trying to do something within yourself, within your own energy to, maintain high vibes, to counteract, or maybe feeling like you have to, your thoughts are manifesting. I'm getting like the law of attraction, this idea for you that might be toxic in and of itself, of trying to analyze every single thought, every single sort of energy that you're experiencing as something that's coming from just you. And your spirit guides are also, for some of you, trying to communicate that you need to be so gracious with yourself, and you're mastering and they want to help you. So definitely connect with your guides if this is a resonating message for you, to discern what thoughts are yours, what thoughts are coming from an empowered, divine, intuitive place, and what thoughts are intrusive, what thoughts are others. Yeah, there's a clarity of your thought life. So let's go ahead and just start Pile 1 by seeing what the Oracle card is that you resonated with, and then we'll pull some tarot cards. Yeah, we've got the Void. It says, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. You're definitely in a rebirth. Having the womb come up, and the card the stone that specifically talks about rebirth, like that phoenix rising. There's something brand new that you're coming into. You have maybe felt isolated by your circumstances, Pile 1. Maybe the things that you've been experiencing by other people, your thoughts, your just the energy that I'm getting is just this intense, oppressive vibe. Whether that is because you cannot seem to match your mind with your, what is the word? Like your motivation, your intentions. You're really struggling with feeling like the people around you understand you, feeling like you understand yourself. It's because you have been in a state of isolation. Maybe it's disassociation. Maybe it's that feeling that like things are just not adding up for you. There's something about your experience that's making you feel isolated, gaslighting yourself, second-guessing yourself. But there is something divine about where you are. The energies is what we are reading, Pile 1, and the energy that you have been aligning to is a place of rebirth with this cosmic womb. You are about to become emerging as almost, I'm hearing like the opposite of what you've been experiencing. Whatever this is for you, you're coming out and you are being the opposite. Your energy, what you are becoming, what you are rebirthing. So let's get some information from some tarot. I'm feeling like I really just want some straight up truth vibes with you guys. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck because it's just more to the point, pretty familiar, and it's really easy for you guys to be able to go look up additional information about others. There's so much information about the astrology, the symbology, the occultism. Each card has so much depth to it. And so I feel like for this pile, I really want to, given the energy, I want such clarity from your spirit guides. And that's like really what I'm feeling with the Serpentine. There's clarity coming for you. Pile 1, you are no longer going to second guess yourself, your journey, your connection. I'm hearing your connection with your guides. This is an attempt of them really wanting to reassure you that you are safe, that you are guided, that you are not alone. You've never been alone. But what you have been experiencing is what you had to do to get you to where you are now and what you are entering into. So let's find out from my pile 1, from your spirit guides and from the divine, what information do you want pile 1 to know about the energy that is surrounding them, what they are aligning to? Any messages for pile 1 right now as they're watching this? What do they need to know? Oh. We've got the King of Cups. So the energy surrounding you right now, the energy that you are currently sitting in, is this King of Cups. You have done so much work, pile 1. This toxic energy, this like relationship situation, it's definitely giving me like it has nothing to do with you. Like you need to know that you have risen above. You have done the emotional, psychological, spiritual work in whatever circumstances are coming up for you right now in your heart and your soul, in your mind. As you are connecting with this message, your guides, they see you as this King of Cups. You have mastered. There's that mastery of your own emotional knowledge of yourself, your own emotional triggers. You are not the problem. This is why you are moving on. This is how you are rebirthing yourself right now. And, gender is not important in the King of Cups or in tarot at all. It's about energy, obviously. And this is a masculine energy of being able to take action, being able to literally live the life that you've been working towards. You've had hope, you've had a vision, you've had an idea, you've been working towards something, whether that's more healed, having better relationships, better people around you, better environments for yourself, for your own mental health. Like what these things are because you've been intuitively guided by healing. You've been really trying to heal. These like, this is ending. Like this feeling like this is not matching your circumstance. That you can feel so proud and confident in how you're taking care of yourself and how you're communicating your boundaries, your psychological understanding of your trauma. You are like, be present. That's what I'm hearing. Be present, pile 1. Because living in the past, you've mastered that. Okay, let's go ahead. We're gonna take this. Advice for you from your guides is the 3 of Pentacles. Reach out and connect however you can. There's a Scorpio vibe with Serpentine, also a Gemini. So there's that depth that perhaps you yourself feel is taboo within yourself. You have, if that makes sense. Scorpio and Gemini are so intelligent in different reasons. I'm getting like Scorpio vibes, especially with this King of Cups. We've got that emotional depth. And you have that, pile 1. You've been working on that. And so connect with your guides. Reach out to friends that you know also understand the psychology, the mental health, the wellness, the trauma, the journey, the spirituality, the unpacking, the deconstructing, the decolonizing, all of the emotional work of being an adult is what I'm hearing. There's like you have matured, and the people that you are going to be working with are going to match. They're going to align to that energy. You are done. You are going to have people in your life, physical people that surround you, but I'm also hearing connect with your guides. Lean on your guides, lean on your spirituality, lean on your psychology, your meditation routine. Connect with that thing that's been getting you through, even if it didn't make sense. It didn't feel like it was making sense in your experience. It's because you were learning something. You were going through a cycle. And it's by no mistake that as I'm filming this right now, we are entering into the eclipse season for 2025. Whenever you're watching this, it's going to resonate for you for different reasons. Eclipses happen, repeatedly. And over the period of several months. The idea, the energy that we're getting at is this new rebirth. With this eclipse, it's setting off a new cycle that is occurring for you personally, and everybody who's watching this, it's going to be different with what's resonating. But the energy that you are moving into is this Knight of Cups, which is just beautiful, calm, especially like with the King of Cups. I love to see it because it's giving this like validation. There's like a coming full circle moment for you, working together with people and connecting with your spirituality, like going forward. Just go for I don't know what that means, but moving forward. Just keep taking those steps. That physical, like we were talking about, meditation, affirmations, like, yes, work with the law of attraction and know that you're recognizing your own efforts and you're connecting with your spirituality, your guides, your psychology models, the people that you look up to, the people and environments that make you feel empowered in this King of Cups. See, when you have done the work and you show up as a King of Cups and you're in these spaces with people who are just never gonna get it. They're not even on their Knight of Cups yet. They're still struggling to understand what it is that you're trying to communicate emotionally from that like wisdom that you've got. Your physical life, your physical environment is going to change drastically we've got this Queen of Pentacles, and in my mind, I'm really seeing this as you're being able to create your own environments that nurture the things that you're trying to grow, that nurture the lifestyle that matches your values, that matches who you have become. And this Knight of Cups is, there's sweetness in the journey. Like, you can move forward. You can take those steps into this new life that you're creating. I want to get a different pile for you. A different deck for you as well. Pile 1. And we're going to clarify these and get any final messages from your spirit guides about what you need to hear right now. What message are they wanting you to connect with? Let's do one more. All right. What can I get for pile 1? Let's clarify the King of Cups, this energy that they are currently in and emerging as, being like a new cycle, stepping into this energy. Ooh, that came out, right? We have the Page of Cups. Right. It's I said that earlier. You've got this like message. You can't help but you know the truth about how to treat yourself and how to treat others, and how all of that affects so many aspects of our life. So this message that you have, this new narrative, that's the word. Yeah, this new narrative that you have for yourself around your emotional well-being, your healing, and that journey, that is going to be a message for you, like when that starts to be repeated back to you. This is going to be a confirmation for you. The people that you are finding yourself in, finding yourself around, the environments that you're finding yourself in, the types of content that you are going to be seeing, the messaging, the new narrative that you have for yourself is going to start aligning and matching. You're going to have other people who understand that journey, who understand the depth that you're bringing, the wisdom that you're bringing. We're clarifying the Three of Pentacles, and we have the Curandera of Fire, Damiana. I believe this is the King of Wands. And yeah, you're going to be so inspired. You're going to feel so motivated because of this alignment. It's like, it truly is magic. It truly feels like a fairy tale is what I'm getting. Like, things are going to start matching up. What I'm getting for you guys is your guides are being very matter of fact. Maybe you like journal this way, or your like vision board is like this, where you have like a very specified like step for step, like there's a step for step process happening here, which is very interesting because tarot is all energy and there's so many variables. But this narrative that I'm hearing and seeing is matching and aligning you to the right people who understand that depth, and that creates this like perfect harmony. You're being rebirthed into the right place at the right time, with the right people, with the right ideas. And we're going to keep clarifying, but like I said, it feels like your guides and your journey, the energy that you are aligning to, and the things that you are stepping away from, that confusion, that gaslighting, that, intrusive thoughts, and, just confusion in general. You are getting such clarity, and your guides are reassuring you that there is already in the works, I'm hearing, intentional connection meant for you, whoever is watching this. This Knight of Cups, this is the energy that you are moving into. This is going to be a sign for you that you're aligning to this energy and the messaging of it. And we have the Seven of Wands, cinnamon. And there's a deep protective energy of this Seven of Wands. And there's a deep connection in this deck to like ancestral connection as well. So maybe some of you in this pile really resonate with passed on loved ones being a part of your spirit team, or a part of the what has been getting you through that communication or connection with your ancestors, your your family, and maybe places or ethnicities or cultures as well, that is tied to that story, that narrative, okay? And this Knight of Cups is talking about, as you're learning those things, or as you have been grounding yourself in this energy of sort of protecting yourself, understanding how to protect your energy, because you've probably just been forced to, given the fact that we have a lot of potentially like karmic relationships, curses, evil eye, just toxic environments, and you have learned how to master this entire thing. The energy that you are moving into signs this like continued reiteration of that clarity that you feel. Is you're going to feel such a strong connection. This is going to grow. You're going to feel even more connected to the story of your ancestors, your culture, your passed on loved ones. Maybe you have an altar. I'm getting the vision of like a candle, like an ofrenda, or just like an altar space, or a special candle that you light for your ancestors or certain family members perhaps. And that is going to feel very supportive to you in this, the next coming days, months, weeks. We're getting the Eight of Wands. Ginger, this is fast. Okay, so you are going to be able to now, in this new energy, the delays that you felt, the frustration of that like circumstance not matching your journey, your intentions, your energy, what you know to be true, the way things are going to turn around for you is so drastic, and it will happen quickly for you. You're going to be able to see these things occur, and that step-by-step just reassurance every step of the way. I'm getting, this really is a big time for you, pile one. This ending of the cycle is genuinely a large one. A very big shift is occurring in your life, and it has everything to do with the way that you have healed and the new narrative that you have been telling yourself, even when you felt like you were in a void. Even when it felt like the universe didn't care about you, that everyone else around you was able to get away with all kinds of terrible things. Maybe perhaps your past was full of you making terrible mistakes. But you've been in a womb. Let's see, I'm sorry for my camera. But you've been in a womb. This isolation wasn't just, cruel. It wasn't just for no reason. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a reason. In the spiritual understanding, there's complexity to that. But in this reading, what's being emphasized is that there has been a purpose for you experiencing this isolation. What has felt like maybe isolation is you really shedding all of that, mastering it, healing, being able to find the right people, being able to understand the environments that make you feel good, and continue on this journey that you've been on with a new understanding, a new depth, a new connection, and you're going to be able to create that life, that environment, that relationship, those friendships, that connection to spirituality, that understanding of what you've been through, and it's coming. And it's coming quickly. That's why this message is so urgent for you to hear. That's why your guides are wanting to communicate this to you. Yeah, bottom of the deck is Two of Pentacles. This is in season right now where I live. This is blooming everywhere. Witch hazel. Oops. And these are like massive, huge, gorgeous plants. And there's so many medicinal benefits to witch hazel, this deck is bringing out the medicinal properties of witch hazel, which is helping me emphasize and understand that this healing, this emotional healing, is so important to your journey. It's been absolutely necessary for you to be able to heal and understand that journey for yourself so that you can switch, because the Two of Pentacles always talks about a balancing of things. That opposite that we were talking about, being like in a completely opposite experience, that's definitely coming for you, pile 1. So I would love to know if this resonated with you. Let me know in the comments if you chose this pile. And if anything that I said is something that made you feel connected or hopeful, or just share an emoji or tell me that you picked that pile. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell if you enjoy tarot readings and you enjoy tarot readings from me. But that's all that I'm seeing for you in this pile today. And I'll see you guys next time, or in another pile if you chose more than one. Bye. Hello, pile 2. If you chose pile 2 or the Chaorite, then this is your reading. All about what do your spirit guides urgently want to communicate to you today? What messages can we get from your spirit guides? Chaorite is all about creativity. It is all about inspiration, kind of getting into a flow state. I love that it looks like a mini universe. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus on it. There we go. To me, it looks like a mini universe or a galaxy. I love, there's so many different details to look at within it. It's a very rare stone, and if I'm correct, it is from one location in Siberia. So there is a lot of unique energy associated with this stone. It also definitely helps with stimulating artistic expression or expression in general. So if you are trying to work on some sort of creative project, or if you yourself are like a content creator or an artist or somebody that has to express themselves distinctly, concisely is the word that I'm getting, this stone, this energy is aligning itself to you, or you are aligning yourself to this energy. That's one of the first messages that your guides have for you. It definitely helps with pushing people into courage. So it helps with people who struggle with anxiety or fear around being perceived, as well as like insecurity, self-doubt, comparison, imposter syndrome, that kind of a thing. I'm definitely getting very excited while I'm connecting with this energy. There's a lot of like positive vibes happening for me, at least, as I'm connecting. Let's see, let's go ahead and look at some of these notes that I had that are associated with this. Restful sleep. This is a stone that has been traditionally used to help people get into that full restful state while they're sleeping. So maybe insomnia, or really trying to get into a very healthy and intentional like habit for your sleep health or sleeping better. Maybe you've just been really tired. Maybe you've been sleeping a lot more. Maybe you've already tapped into this and this is why this energy is resonating with you. Take what resonates, obviously, and there's, you know, it's a general reading, so it's going to resonate for different people differently. Let's see, what else had I written down? Yes, yeah, mindfulness. So if you're into psychology or meditation, this stone is associated with mindfulness, helping you sort of, like I said, get into that flow state of being able to be in the moment. If you struggle with anxiety, then you definitely understand the benefits of this practice, and mindfulness has many different applications, and obviously just the basic sort of awareness and being in the moment is the overall concept of that. This stone helps kind of ground your energies into being safe in the moment again. So maybe that is something that you're manifesting for yourself, aligning yourself intentionally to, and your guides are wanting you to know that that is working. You are getting into a better state of flow. You're getting into a better state of being able to feel safe in the moment, especially when you've been like trying to tell yourself like that you are safe. Obviously, if you take what resonates. I feel like you guys are smart. There can be so many different disclaimers, but I feel like you understand what I'm saying. There's definitely like a romanticism. So this could be also with people who are trying to align themselves to like a romantic relationship, but it's also about like romanticizing your life, like wearing rose-colored glasses, really choosing like an intuitive path. It's associated with Sagittarius, so there's that sense of adventure, and you know, life is, I'm full of side quests and not just, you know, inconveniences. So tapping into that super positive state. I feel like this pile is one that has really been very intentional about their state of play. There's like a state of play, silliness, enjoying the moment, really trying to be in the moment. I don't know why I'm really emphasizing that, but your guides are definitely emphasizing that, like being in the moment, having a good time, feeling lighthearted. Maybe that's something that you're trying to align yourself to, and it is definitely working. Your oracle card, yeah. Look at this. Water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. Look at this beautiful image. Pile 2. I love that it like the vibe matches the colors. Like it's just so synchronistic. You are either already in or entering into a phase, or your guides are communicating that you really need to emphasize this for yourself. Water your garden, pile 2. That creativity that we're talking about. If you're a creative person, this is a sign that you need to like take a bath, like go to a spring or a lake or the ocean or a pool or the spa, whatever it is that you can connect to, the idea of really just nourishing yourself. Taking a moment, a day, a vacation, whatever it is that resonates with you, as far as connecting with yourself, giving back to yourself. That will help your artistic expression. That will help your flow. That muse of creativity is you, pile 2. That is what your guides are saying. The restful sleep, I mean, it says body care, tenderness, and rest. So you are definitely being aligned to the energy of more restful sleep, more restful experiences, and living moment to moment, feeling safe helps us feel rested overall, because we're not in that constant fight or flight space. So I'm really wanting to see what more we get for you, pile 2, with the tarot, and I'm feeling called to a different deck than I was for pile 1. At least at first. I'm going to use the Herb Crafter's Tarot because I just love this deck. It always gives me a very, very comforting, very soft, reassuring energy whenever I'm using it. And so I really feel, because of that energy, I want to find specifically what your guides have to say about this energy using this tarot deck. So what can we get about pile 2 with what messages that you want to communicate? What energy are they in currently? What is representative of their energy currently? We have a lot that came out, but I'm going to take the first one that came out because I immediately connected with it, and that's the Magician, the Sunflower. This is definitely the energy that you are in, pile 2. There's that lightheartedness, that brightness that I was feeling when I was connecting in initially, and you have everything that you need. Your guides are being so reassuring in the sense that, like, yes, please take time off. Please give back to yourself. Please focus on your well-being as far as your rest, your body, and you have everything that you need. So if this is like you're gaslighting yourself out of taking an afternoon off or taking an evening to yourself to just, like, you know, give yourself a shower with some essential oils in it, and doing skincare or doing exercise and stretching so that you can get a better night's sleep, whatever it is that you are trying to do, that artistic expression, the projects we were talking about, you have everything that you need. You're smart enough, you're good enough, you're talented enough, you have all of the resources to create what it is that you feel like you need to create. The limitations are in your head, and this lighthearted energy is just like, if you are feeling limited at all, that's why this message of taking care of yourself and resting is so important, because you have to have both. You have to be able to work hard, play hard. As a person who has 7 planets in Capricorn, I am fully understanding of that. So this is advice for you, pile 2. 5 of Earth, 5 of Pentacles, Slippery Elm. Okay, this energy is literally the opposite of the message that we were just talking about. And we're going to get clarifiers for you guys, but this is feeling like you don't have enough. Feeling like you're not supported, or feeling like you're not good enough, or feeling like, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. Maybe you have been in a state of just feeling like, you know, there's nothing I can do, like this is just the way I am, this is just the way it is. But your guides are encouraging you that if there's something that you're upset about, you have everything that you need to do something about it. If that makes sense. You have everything you need to take care of yourself. Just for an example, let's take chronic illness as a lighthearted example. I suffer from chronic illness and chronic pain and things like that. So that's, I think, why it's coming to mind. So I'm not trying to trigger anybody, but for instance, there are things that I can never fully change about my physical health and well-being. Like, I will always live with certain things that put me at a disadvantage than, like, a regular person who doesn't experience that. But I have everything that I need, all of the resources to make the decisions that I can to take care of myself, even though this is present. This is not always a negative. There's always energy that is, we can alchemize anything. This is my personal belief based on the knowledge that I've gained from my life in spirituality. And I believe that whatever energy is present, we have the ability to alchemize. And most often that's within, right? We have a lot of affirmations, a lot of magic, a lot of practices that focus on externally, what we can change, what we can call, manifest, what we can create. And often, if not almost always, the true spiritual practice that's underlying that wisdom and truth of that kind of magic and manipulation and manifestation is how you are within. How are you alchemizing within the energies that we have? And this Five of Pentacles is saying, if there's something that you feel limiting you, like we were talking about with this, like your guides are like, all right, just take a day off, just take some time, pour into yourself. Only you know what that is. Only you can decide and know truly if this is something that is good for you, or if this is something that is obviously not for you. Okay. We have energy that you are moving into is strength, garlic. Okay. This is your ability, pile 2. And I love the purple. Oh, so pretty. And the honey. I don't know why, but that just is so appetizing and lovely. I love concoctions that are like so healthy for you. So maybe that's a sign, some garlic and honey, respiratory issues, health in general, strength. So this is talking about really supporting your own immune system. This is holistic health. This is preventative medicine, okay? And so this is giving a lot of, there is still something you can do. There's always something you can do, even if it's to make yourself feel better in that moment. And you are moving into a place where you are able to recognize what you can change and what you can't, and how you can still make the most empowered, healthier decision regardless, right? You still have autonomy. We always have a choice, regardless of the energies, the circumstances that we're working with. And that's just the energy that I'm getting for you, Pile 1. I want one more. Please, Spirit, what is the final message for where Pile 2 is heading? This energy of taking care of themselves, being able to manifest, and to take care of themselves, to create, to express themselves. Oh. We have awakening, which is also judgment. And this is you in this strength right here of knowing the difference between what is working for you, what you need to walk towards, what you need to walk away from, what you can change. Because Pentacles, that's physical, it's what we can actually change. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that kitchen garden. Everything that you need. Medicinal, just seasoning, nutritional, all of that. There's multiple purposes, multiple reasons for how you can alchemize situations. And that's the flow state. That's what alchemizing is being in that flow state. If you're playing a video game and you are doing something challenging, it can be exhausting, it can be frustrating, it can be time consuming. And still, if you are willing to keep trying, keep learning, keep sharpening your skills, learning the strength, gaining the strength of what combos to use or whatever it is that you're doing. There's this obviously there's progression. Your life and the thing that you are going through, your guides are explaining and reiterating that there is this satisfaction, that you are gaining satisfaction because you are no longer the tortured soul for whatever purposes. If you have gone through trauma, you are no longer attaching yourself to, oh, well, I went through all of these things, so I can't do this, or, you know, I'm not strong enough, I'm not good enough. We were talking about a lot of that self-confidence. I really feel like you're going to feel very confident, and there's just one, like, you're going to know what is for you. That's just what I'm getting from Judgment. Judgment can be divined in so many different ways. And like I said, we're going to get clarity, clarifiers, but I'm getting that, like, you are heading into a direction, Pile 2, where you know exactly what to do and how to do it. And honestly, that's like huge. That's huge. For so many of us right now in the world, there are like 1,000,001 options, and you can go so far in so many different directions to try to better your life, to try to feel more well-informed. But for you, it all comes back down to, how are you treating yourself? What narrative are you telling yourself? So let's get some clarifiers for Pile 2. This energy of the Magician, what else do you want to say to them about the Magician? Let's get a clarifier. Oop. We've got the Page of Wands. Let's get a clarifier for the advice. Yeah, let's get a clarifier for strength. I'm gonna take those back. Clarifier for strength, please. Where they are heading. Any more information about oh, yeah, this came out twice already, so I'm not surprised. Oh, and there we go. Yes. All right. So, Pile 2. Clarifying our messages about the Magician is this Page of Wands. You are able to take whatever journey, take whatever steps that you need to take. You have the energy, you have the motivation, you have the drive. This with the Magician is your guide saying, please, please take that step. Trust your journey, trust your energy, trust that you are aligned to being able to do these things that we're talking about. Being creative, being more expressive and being able to concisely express what it is that you need to. You have everything that you need to. You need only to just begin. That's the vibe, that's the energy. You need only just to begin. So whatever that is for you, Pile 2, and we've been talking about all of these messages, your guides are saying begin. We have the 5 of Pentacles being clarified by the 2 of Cups. You are aligned. You are aligned to being able to do whatever it is that you want to do with this 5 of Pentacles. Okay? You alone are going to understand what's a match for you vibrationally. Right now in this season, you can trust what you feel matched to. And if you don't feel matched to something in your life, align yourself in a way that makes you feel like that you have, like that you can reframe that for yourself. You do have the resources, right? We've got the strength of being able to understand exactly how to alchemize your circumstances, and that confidence of knowing that, you know, what is aligning for you is what you're supposed to be moving in the direction of. This is that manifestation. When you begin to take action, you'll see it. You are the pile that your guides are saying, take action, you're going to see results. You're going to see results. And that's why they're like, please, take the first step. This right here, you are letting go, walking away from, choosing to have a different experience. Because you know exactly what's for you and what's not. You're walking away from things. Pile 2, you're walking away from something habitually that you are doing. Pile 1 was talking a lot about energies of other people and how that's affecting their life. This energy, this message specifically, is you are doing something out of a lack, a feeling of, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough resources, I'm too messed up from my past, I'm too traumatized, I'm going through too much, I don't have enough. You have enough. You can alchemize it. Now, obviously, given, reality, if we were talking about chronic pain, like I could eventually truly work my way up to, let's say, a marathon. I'm not saying I would be the fastest, but I could totally participate in something like a race, a marathon, a run, something very physical, even though I have a very strong physical limitation. I could still take empowered steps towards being able to actually participate in something by taking the time to train, strengthen my body, and then participate regardless of what that looks like for someone like me with chronic pain. And that's that strength of knowing exactly what is for me and what isn't for me. Not signing up for every marathon and feeling like, oh, it's me, I'm the bad one, being like, oh, I can't do anything. This is just an example, but this is definitely the energy and the message that I'm getting for you, Pile 2. And it's really a lot of emphasis on this water your garden, nourishment, body care, rest. So I think that you're getting very realistic. I'm getting very realistic, very practical vibes from this pile and from your guides, in the sense that everything that you are wanting to manifest is achievable, and you're understanding exactly how. I'm feeling drawn to getting one more additional oracle card from this deck, which I didn't do for pile 1, but I feel like there's another message here from your guides about inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Yeah. So I'm feeling like you are definitely getting new perspective about your own power. This is definitely a message of empowerment, and your guides are saying that, like, they are here to help you. They are here to help you with this acknowledgement of what you need to change. Although they're also saying that, like, you're so aligned, you have everything that you need, including the knowledge and the connection, that, like, you genuinely will be able to manifest and walk away from things, because you're going to know. You're just in a state of life right now where you know exactly what to do. And if you don't, the answer is you. Pour into yourself. Remind yourself that there are new solutions to whatever issues that you've been facing, whatever dissatisfaction. We did have Sagittarius with this rock or gemstone. And Sagittarius has a tendency to always feel dissatisfied, although they're always on an adventure and willing to have a lot of fun and let things slide and I guess go with the flow would be a great energy to tap into with the chaos that may come about in life in general, seeing it as an adventure, as a side quest, that exciting thing that we were talking about. There's also a tendency to feel dissatisfied with the moment, and so then to get into escapism, running away, never feeling like you can settle because you're terrified of what's going to happen. So that energy for you is like, no, ground yourself in where you're at, seek that strength, and the things that you can just say that you know are for you. And pile 2, you're going to be able to manifest things very quickly. This is an answer in how do I manifest. This is an answer in how do I tap into that confidence, how do I tap into that expression, that artistic thing. And the answer is that it's you. You need to pour back into yourself, pile 2, and you are coming into alignment with that. And your guides are urgently communicating this with you now because of that energy that you've aligned yourself to. So if any of this resonated with you, pile 2, please let me know in the comments. Let me know if you just chose to pile 2, or if there's something about this message or stone or any of the cards that stuck out to you. I'd love to know and connect with you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell if you like tarot readings like this one. But I will see you guys next time, or in another pile if you chose multiple. Take care, everyone. Hello, pile 3. If you chose pile 3 or the Raindrop Azurite, then this is your reading. All about what your spirit guides want to communicate with you right now. What message do they have for you? So right off the bat, connecting with your pile and your gemstone. This is one of my favorites. It's a very grounding stone. I believe it has a lot of quartz in it, and that's a very grounding energy to work with. It's known as like a very sacred, very rare stone, and I believe it's found in Pakistan, if I'm correct. And it's associated with a very intense spirituality. It's known to awaken psychic abilities, things like channeling, visions, just like some maybe strange phenomenon. So perhaps that's something that's really been in your life. Pile 3, even more so if it's something you're very familiar with. And if it is something that you're familiar with, or maybe it's something that you are open to or have sought out or been interested in, things like paranormal activity, things like different types of spiritualities and cultures. I'm also getting plant medicine pretty heavily with this pile. So I'm feeling, and that's odd, but when I'm talking about different cultures and spirituality, that like definitely is something that I'm sensing. So maybe my pile 3s are into indigenous spirituality practices or herbal medicine practices. But you're definitely a psychic pile, or like a pile that's like you're fine with weird stuff like aliens, or like I said, paranormal activity. There's also a very strong connection to angelic realms with this stone specifically. So while I'm mentioning all of that, I definitely want to emphasize that this pile might be the pile that really resonates with your spirit team being full of guardian angels or angelic presences in general. Maybe you connect or pray to angels. We do in my household, so I know that is something that might resonate with some of you who are watching this pile 3. This stone is also known to help with like speech disorders, or help with, speech in general, like the throat chakra, the blue. It's also associated with having a message or being able to communicate or have conversations where you feel like you're communicating what it is that you want to say and not stumbling over your words. It definitely is also a stone that's used to help with focusing, which can be used for manifestation, as well as connecting. If you're somebody who is trying meditation or, connecting with divination or channeling or prayers, affirmations, whatever you're trying to do to focus your mind specifically, you and your guides are communicating that you are aligning yourself to truly being able to master that focus of your mental capacity. So like ADHD, if that's something that you struggle with, or disassociation, or if you're really trying to, have good visualizations for yourself, or reminding yourself of affirmations, things like that. This stone is, you're aligning yourself to a very strong, focused state of being. So let's go ahead and see what other messages your guides have for you by seeing what oracle card you guys got. You got the Golden Children, which is inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts. So I'm really not surprised seeing this energy come out, given that we were talking about a deep connection to sort of psychic abilities, or being really interested in sort of strange phenomenon. In my personal opinion, these types of subject matters are going to be for people, you're going to naturally be like more open to them, more interested in those topics, because they are something that is meant for you on your journey, something that intuitively you already feel drawn to and called to. So there's like a big emphasis of trust. I'm hearing the word trust. Trust yourself, pile 3. Trust yourself, being focused on the visualization that you're safe and that you are exactly who you're meant to be. There's something divine about who you are. And this is not for everyone, okay? Because I feel like you're the pile that can distinctively, you know exactly what you need to work on. You're not like a bullshitter, okay? You're not gonna lie to yourself or lie to others about things that you have done or that you need to do to improve upon yourself or to be a better person or a better friend. You might find that you tend to show up in a lot of these ways, like in your relationships, your friendships, your work environment, and you always outdo other people because you're rare. You have this ability to just like, even as a child, I'm hearing, you've been this way. You're just an authentic person, pile 3. I don't know. I feel like I need to say less for you. So let's get into some tarot and find out some more about what your guides want to communicate to you right now. And I'm going to go with a different tarot deck than I did for any of the other piles so far, because I'm wanting to get really deep spiritually with you guys. I want to really find, because that's just what I feel. So here we go. What can we find out about pile 3 that they really need to hear right now about their energy? What is representative of their energy right now? Oh. Let's get one, please. What can you tell me about pile 3's energy right now? What they are aligned to? What messages do you have for pile 3? Oh. Yeah, trust. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Trust. You're safe. Do you see how these are rough waters, right? And they're escaping, they're leaving, and right up ahead is all calm. Calm waters ahead, safety in your journey. What you are doing right now, you need to know you are safe. You are in an energy that is so protected. It is so divinely guided. Whatever it is that you are doing right now, pile 3, the energy that is surrounding you, the energy that you have aligned yourself to, is protection, safety, and you have a vision. You have a direction. But this is just like an emotional, motivational. I don't have much more information about where you're heading. This is advice. Okay. Advice for you, pile 3, is to trust the action that you are taking. Okay? We're trusting the journey that we're on. This is action. This is definitely forward motion. This is definitely a direction. Knight of Swords can sometimes jump into things too quickly, irrational, right? But I'm feeling like you feel like things might be irrational, but behind the scenes and like the messaging that I'm getting from your guides and from your stone, this grounding, this focused, do the actionable things. Go in the direction. Where are they heading? We've got Judgment, which another pile had Judgment come out, almost in the same position as well. Oh, and the last one is this Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Swords. There's a sense that, like, you aren't trusting yourself. Let me go ahead and light this candle for you, pile 3. I'm so sorry. I meant to do that at the beginning of your reading. But maybe that, like, sense of jumping in to your reading, which is something I don't normally do, it's matching this, like, I'm not going to judge myself for that because it feels so similar to this message where your inner critique or your inner critic and critiques of yourself, right? Those moments of like, oh, I did something really fast. Like I started the reading and I didn't even go through the ritual that I have been doing. Like I've been taking time to do that. Why didn't I do that? I could be like, oh man, like I'm just moving too fast. Or I could trust that what I'm doing is what I'm meant to be doing. Okay? This Judgment is all about self-acceptance. This Judgment is all about again, that trust, that self-acceptance of the decisions that you are making. You are heading into this judgment of yourself, of an honest place where you are honest with yourself about, yeah, I am trustworthy. Like, you know, maybe I've had a lot of experiences of people who are really not good friends, okay? But I've been a good friend. I really have. And so now that I know that what I have done, my actions are aligned with, you know, who I am as a person, and this Queen of Swords, she's a truth teller, okay? She speaks truth. She has wisdom. You can trust that you know what you're talking about. Whatever this is about, pile 3. This is a very spiritual, energetic reading. This is not very practical and specific like some of the other piles. And it's because you're supposed to know for yourself. I'm not even allowed to be specific with you. Your guides are saying that, like, this is work that you need to do, the psychic awakening and ability of divining for yourself, connecting with your spirituality, your truth, your truth. Take action on things that you feel like you want to, like you're motivated to do. Don't gaslight yourself. Into thinking that, like, oh, I move too fast, or I'm just so different from everyone else, or, you know, why did I do it like that? Yeah, this social anxiety is perhaps something that is surrounding you with this Knight of Swords, and the fear of judgment from others. But you're going to accept yourself. So people just, they can't fuck with you. They can't tell you anything about yourself because you're going to be like, no, I trust myself. I know myself. Like, you can't tell me about myself. Your guides really want you to lean into your spirituality. This is the pile that, like I said, has very little practical advice compared to the other messages. Let's see if we can get some more clarity on your energy, the advice, and where you're heading from your spirit guides. 6 of Swords, 3 of Air. Yeah, You've been disappointed and hurt in the way that you view yourself, pile 3. And you have moved on from that. You've been trying to be confident in where you're going and less criticizing yourself from your past. This is about past disappointment. This is about things that you are moving on from. And it looks like in the past you were, you know, also hurting yourself with the way that you are talking about yourself, believing about yourself. And when this comes in terms of spirituality as well, there has been spirituality that has hurt you deeply. It has deeply wounded your heart. And you have moved on to new spiritual perspective, a new spiritual landscape for yourself. And you can trust that what you're going through is not going to give this back to you. This is in the past. And you are moving on. That's why it's in this position. That's why I can say that to you. Your guides are saying, no, you need to trust. You need to make those moves. Trust yourself. Ooh. One card, please. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords for pile 3. This one is like really strong. Okay. Yeah. Get going. Get moving, pile 3. Work. Create. Make moves, okay? This is, I believe, a Delta of Earth. I believe it's the Queen of Swords. I mean, the Queen of Earth. Let me just look in the book really quick, because I am gaslighting myself, but I do want to just be very clear with you guys. Knights, correct. Okay. Yes, Knight of Pentacles. Knight and a Knight. So you have the Knight of Swords taking action. This Knight of Pentacles is a slower moving energy, but being that it's both action oriented, this is the advice section from your guides. They're saying take action in ways that, you know, make sense right now, as well as in the ways that are building towards a future for yourself. Like, you can do both at the same time. You can feel motivated with your ideas as well. Like, this is your ideas of what you want to do and where you're heading towards. And if this is spirituality, if this is the physical choices, lifestyle choices, because we do have the Pentacles suit here, you're going to be able to take action on your inspired thoughts, your inspired plans and resolutions, and the things that are exciting you in this time right now. Your guides are saying, make it real. Make it real, pile 3. Even if it takes time, act physically on those inspired movements, those moments that you're experiencing. The Wheel of Fortune coming out under Judgment. The Wheel of Fortune under Judgment. Like, you are leaving what the Three of Air, the Three of Swords has meant for you in the past. Like I was saying, the wheel has turned for you. This is what you're moving towards. This is how you're going to know that this message is for you and that it's aligning for you in your life as you start taking this informed action. When you have this self-acceptance in your life to make these moves, to make these decisions for yourself, pile 3, you're going to see that whole shift of just everything in your life working out for you. Like, I feel very confident things are going to work out for you, pile 3, as you start to move through this message that your guides are talking to you about. And what is the last clarifier for the Queen of Swords for my pile 3s, please? What information can we get? Oh, we've got 2, and I'm going to take them both. All right, we have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. A lot of action. This is the pile that your guides are like, please, get started, get doing something. Open up. Just go and trust where you're led. The Knight of Cups. This is sweetness. This is just a sweet, sweet energy of, like I said, things working out for you, pile 3. Things working out for you. We have the Six of Wands. This is success. This is victory. This is acknowledgement. Okay? Whatever it is, especially if this is spiritually, for my pile 3s, if you are seeking clarity on psychic abilities, if you are seeking clarity on healing your relationship with the divine, your relationship with divinity or divining or spirituality in general, the things that we were talking about that interest you naturally, that in the past has left you wounded in some way, hurt in some way, disappointed in some way. Like right now, whatever is making you excited, dive into. Don't question yourself. That's the main message that I'm getting. Your guides are saying, do not question yourself right now. Whatever has happened in the past is in the past, and you are now in a Wheel of Fortune moment, and it's leading you to Six of Wands and Knight of Cups with this Queen of Swords. No one can tell you about yourself, and you are going to be acknowledged for the unique and beautiful gift that you are, pile 3. You're coming back into yourself. That's this grounding, that's this focus. What a beautiful energy and a beautiful message for you, pile 3. If any of this resonated, please let me know in the comments, even if it's just I chose pile 3. I'd love to know more about who these messages are for and connect with you guys. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you like tarot readings like this one. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Take care.